Oh. I actually really missed the music for this game. Specifically this part. It's an excellent remix of a classic Pokey tune. What? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I didn't save before going here, so the game... I didn't save before going here, so the game broke. Alright, so the game went back to where it was. I fucked up. I fucked up big. Oh, I can't believe I fucked up this badly. Not only did I not check the berries like I said I would. Not only did I not check the berries like I said I would, I forgot to save after this. I thought I made sure. God damn it. The fuck was up with that? Well, fuck this. Flame wheel. Deader than a doorknob. What level were my Pokemon at? I have to regrind. Yeah. Have to... Yeah, Sheldon, you asshole. Man. I really need to get a new pair of earbuds, because, quite frankly, during the more boring parts of grinding, something I can do is put the earbuds in my ear and, yeah. That way I can actually have a change of music that doesn't risk all this. Plus, you'll get the wonderful experience of hearing my horrid singing. Yes. God damn it, what did I call him? Oh, LGM. I think I saved right after this, so... Okay, so first of all, save, you goddamn cunt whistle. There. Right, I need to go check the... Goddamn it. I need to check my grinding stuff. Let's see... 44... Second I'm grinding that was up to 30. Right, 30. Then I'll grind him up on par with them. Or I might not. Or actually I might. Just in a certain order. Damn it. I lost whatever grinding I did at the end of the stream. God damn it. And here I was coming in a good mood, but yeah. Because I sing along with songs I listen to. And oh boy. Actually, I think my old earbuds still work. But yeah, I didn't check these over the weekend. Because I'm a moron. And yeah, no. Looks like everything being free berry was a one-time thing again. God damn it. So basically I got fucked big time by not checking these over the weekend. Redoing that, recatching him. I really should have, but god damn it, I had a very busy week. Trying to scrape together something so I can get that, capture card soon. Especially since it's on sale. At this point, I'm just waiting for this thing to come in and I'll be able to get it. No other cheaper capture cards, but none of them have the port for composite or component, whatever it's called, cable. Which means I can't use my Xbox with it. Which basically means I don't have my Xbox, my GameCube. I mentioned my Wii, but I only have a few games on that thing, and that's the only thing that, and I can only do, you know, only blah 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 blah. That words are hard. And I can't play disc games with it. It's broke, so. Citrus. So, Citrus is at 15, right? Where is Lepa? Lepa. Lum's at a disadvantage, so. A minimum of 4 lums get planted. I wish I knew where I'd get the fucking... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look that shit up again. Well, that's loading. That's free. Lums planted. Watering. The uranium. That's not what I was looking for. Items. Look up berries. There we go. That should lead me to finding out how to get the watering thing. No? Okay, key items. I know, it's in key items. That's it. I don't even remember what it's called anymore, but I really want to know how long it's going to take until I can... Let's see. No, bike wheel, no, power cells, sprinkle toad. That's what I wanted. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. The sprinkle toad can only be gotten from Victory Road. What the shit? Oh, that's fucking a dick move, game. Fucking dick move. I'm trying to figure out how to make mulch, because I need more berries than what I'm getting now. Yeah, I can't seem to figure out how to get... Okay, fertilizer is what it's called. Me and my... Goddamn. Fertilizer, right. Okay, that's how you spell that. Okay, sure, yeah, don't do what you're supposed to. Okay, no, it's not even telling me how. I can't even figure out how I'm supposed to get fertilizer in the game. It won't mention that shit. Fucking wonderful. Would be really, really goddamn amazing in this game to have some goddamn... Seriously. The watering pail is locked for Victory Road. Pretty much the last place you'd really need it. Because by that point, you have access to every goddamn fucking berry bush in game. Ooh, that was close. I almost, misplanted. Okay, that's 4. That means I'd have 18, I'm 14 next time, so... Lum gets this, so that'll be 15. Three spots left. Okay, Citrus, Lepa. Alright. Okay, 15, 15, 15. Next will be 15. Yeah, I think Lum gets the second one. I'm trying to maximize my number of these things. But yeah, that's a dick move. Surprised I can't get them here. So. Ugh. Bum, 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 ba, da, da. Save. It's annoying because I could have had so many more berries. If I might have been even able to get free berries. But yeah, with earbuds, I could stick them under here and listen to music and badly sing along with it. I mean, I could do it. I could do it. It would just mean there'd be a chunk of my stream and LP that would be streamed that might get muted, and I just have to outright exit out the goddamn video, exit out the goddamn chunk of video when I repost it. Na 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 na. Die! Die before my mate! Feed us! Feed our hunger for blood! Na 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 na. Sorry, think about a story I read. It's based on this thing called Jump Chain. I mean, I will get into that later, but for now, to sum it up, the person gets dropped into a mixture of the game, anime, and apparently Magna World. We don't really know much about the exact details because there are only 8 chapters and none of them are written from the PC's perspective. Oh! Oh! Well, apparently I was wrong about who had what. Fucking wonderful. Take. Well, at least I'm confident in Loop on the third ability now. Give. You know, it occurs to me that I could just pull up. I didn't think about that. Other video game music and listen to that alternatively. See, that's the other problem. Fucking goddamn does not have the music on loop when it comes to bike. And I'm not even sure if anybody's even working on this game anymore. Na 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 na. Incinerate it. Yeah. Shit, wrong button. Yes, that's what I was trying to do, escape. Okay, hold on. I'm testing 2 things right now. First, something I noticed, but I didn't think about really until now. It was like, if I turn what? That's not what I goddamn pressed, you goddamn shit sickle. There, volume mixer, goddamn. Okay, so if I do mute that, me lowering the volume on this does in fact affect if you hear it or not. I wasn't completely sure. And I'm muting that for a bit. Because I want to listen to something else while grinding. Hold on. Just trying to find the original version of this one song. No edits, remix is nothing. Yeah, yeah. This song. I thought it'd break things up to have, this. And I do not think I have the ability to sleep while listening to this song. Oh, hello. Wondering, that's not the game's actual audio. I've just got the Lavender Town playing in the background because I wanted to break up the game's audio for a bit. So I figure going for actual Pokemon music should be fine. Oh! Red, blue, and yellow complete soundtrack? That sounds even better. Now for pure nostalgia. Yeah, I'm down to do it. It's been a while since I've heard the actual, Red and Blue music. Honestly, I probably won't listen to it for very long, but I need something to break up the monotony of grind. And I can't not grind because it's a Nuzlocke, and, the last time I did a Nuzlocke without grinding, it ended before I could get this far. But really, if I want to go out there, I'd be using the classic Pokemon CD music. But, I've been throwing fear of getting my video silent, my, Twitch stream silenced on VOD and my YouTube video copyrighted. So, no. That's not happening. Alright, time for a visit to the, Focus Center. Oh, fake. I'm annoyed at the bike scene cutting out. Yeah. Yay, mutant grew. Two. Perfect twos. Mutant needs all the stat-ups it can get, especially in special defense and attack and defense and health. More than any of my Mon. Because, like, holy shit. Like, if I could focus EV training on that fucker, I'd be doing it at, that. But I'm not really good at that. Not without, you know, the things Gen 6 added. Yeah. Alright, I admit, nostalgia and all, but, I don't think I could take listening to, old chiptunes for very much longer anyways. So let's go a little bit out there. Not a different genre of game, but not the same company. Here we go. This really only works with a break from grinding until I get to this game. And this game will be gone too. Oh, that story I was talking about, right, but yeah. One of the things is that the problem that this person seems to have is that while the world they're in is a mixture of the anime, the manga, well, one of the mangas, and, the games, it does not run via game mechanics. You can't just leave your Pokemon in their Pokeball when they're knocked unconscious, and they'll be fine. Which, given that some of the viewpoint characters of the Pokemon themselves, yeah. Like, they're very clearly not that much. They keep referring to things as game mechanics to the complete bafflement of everybody they meet. And the other reason they're not viewed as insane is because, A, foreknowledge that, you know, that is actually true. Because while there are different, the timelines in a lot of the worlds are different for each game, there are major events that are the same. For instance, you know, Team Galactic stuff. And B, it's because they've got, well, the method for which they were inserted in the world gave them superpowers. Mostly nothing that's beyond the setting, you know. Aura abilities that are right now on the par with Ash's. Which, if you're not familiar, in anime, Ash has aura powers. What's that mean? It's the basic excuse the series came up. It came from a movie where he could actually use them to do other stuff, but that was temporary. And then writer referenced in the series itself that, yeah, no, he's super strong, can jump really high, all that shit. I'm pretty sure to the point where he picks up a tree, throws it, jumps onto the tree, and then jumps off that to get up to the balloon that Team Rocket's on. You could understand why that's not exactly something a normal human could do. And that's not exactly unique by Ash's standards. Dude's a freak. Alright, well that seems out, so let's turn the music back on. I think that was a nice break. But let's return to the main course. Ah! Ow. Anyways, what was the thing? Right, yeah. Like, they're clearly not exactly the most stable individual anyways, due to, well, okay, I think it's time I actually go into what the jump chain thing is that caused her to be inserted there. Jump chain is this, do you know what okay, let's start for the bit of backstory. Do you know what a Choose Your Own Adventure is? Not the books, but the online game. Usually it's a form, not in the form of a story, no, in the form of a image or series of images with options you can choose to essentially build a character or get special abilities and such. Basically, if you were offered this choice, what would you choose? And oftentimes these things inspire story stuff. It shouldn't be a surprise to learn what it says story stuff is usually people who write that story stuff. You know, that's not the point. The point is, it's usually to inspire story stuff. Like, the wizard goes up to you and offers a series of mystical items. What's more, these are items that you are fully capable of studying and learning to reverse engineer. For the most part. The best items are, of course, extraordinarily difficult, or even outright impossible for you to do. But you can learn how to do it and then make more of these magical objects. Sometimes weaker, sometimes on par. Wizard grants you... Well, you get my point. I'm not very good at coming up with examples, which is also why I've only ever made 2 of those things. And they were very simple. Oh, another example. Some cosmic entity grants you a choice between 2 game powers out of a set. You could have an inventory, a stat screen, the ability to once a year, and backlog. You get a backlog of the points for every year you've lived. Increase your abilities like you've leveled up. Yeah. How much? 700, but I think. Ugh. What was I saying? Right, yeah. Some of them are simple as like that one. Yeah, you get that, get a free 1-use respawn from dying. Shit like that. Others are like, you're stuck in a time loop. Thankfully, you're going to be stuck in a time loop. Thankfully, you're given a list of options to choose from to make it easier. The base loop is extraordinarily short, but you can spin points to, say, extend it. Spin points to have things last through. So on and so. Even occasionally bring a person in. For a single loop. You know, a whole bunch of stuff that would basically make being stuck in a time loop be extraordinarily bearable. An outright protection from long-term mental trauma, which puts you ahead of Bill Murray's character. Or, you know, you're stuck on a cursed island. You have to figure out a way. You have to figure out how to survive there. You get a list of options, these lists also includes how things are going to screw you over. It's all very interesting, and there's a lot of varied ones, including a lot of more huge ones. I'm not going to even touch those with a 600-foot pole arm. But anyways, eventually someone had the idea for a COA that would be designed to use with others. The first of these were called the Meta COAs, which basically are choose your own adventures that give you an option to choose how you would combine your own adventures. The most common just being you fill out one and then you fill another, and those are interesting because you can get interesting story effects by, say, to use an example. Filling out the magical girl COA and then filling out the COA for another fictional setting, and then bam, suddenly you're a magical girl in Westeros. I mean, you could be a magical boy, but that costs extra points because, you know, it's based on, you know, magical girl anime genre. It's deliberately kind of silly. You also don't really... You get some level of choice, but for the most part, what you do is you roll for your stat. Oh yeah, I'm trying to explain that COA. It's not important. Point is, you get interesting little story conversations like that, and I've even sketched out one or two story pieces about that. I'm not going to share them because I'm not really all that proud of them. It was just a moment of inspiration that I wanted to get down. They weren't very good because, you know, if I turned into a full story, it'd be an overpowered wink fic. Since one of the since the Girl COA is kind of broke, COA is kind of broken, and even if you don't luck out and get extraordinarily high stats, it's designed to be broken, and you can just grow more powerful over time. But that's not relevant to the discussion, to the original discussion. Point is, so someone took inspiration from that and then created a new kind of combination COA. Jump chain. The idea is each COA, or jump, as these are specifically called, is a link in a chain. You go to one setting, you pick up some abilities, you go to the next setting and pick up abilities. Not all these settings are easy to do. And there have been interesting variations over time. Supplements, which most of which are kind of weird, but a few of them are very useful, like the body mod and the warehouse. made by the original guy. The body mod being so you don't have the perfectly athletic body. That's fine. You can take the body mod to mod your body and end up with a body that lets you run faster than Usain Bolt. Want to be a furry? You can. The COA mocks you for it, but you totally can. Want a pair of wings? I recommend that, by the way. That's useful if you ever end up in a gauntlet. I'll cover those later. But yeah, that's the basis of them. But the big thing is, like a lot of COAs, you only get so many points. And there's a lot of cool shit for you to buy. But thankfully, your patron has hopefully provided you with a list of things you can do, horrible things you can subject your COA self to in exchange for power. You can make yourself mute. You can make yourself hounded by a gang of criminals. You can make yourself crippled. You can make yourself the most wanted. Oh. Oh, hello, faceless monkey artist. I'm just gonna call you Faceless. It's good to meet another. Yeah, it's good to meet someone else who plays fan games too. This is the only one I've played so far, even though I've sort of played this one twice now, counting this one. But that's only because my first one was a complete and total failure. This being a Nuzlocke. That was a Nuzlocke too. Honestly, it's been years since I did that one. I hope you don't mind my blathering about things you probably don't care about. I was just talking about that to mostly do something while grinding. I'm desperate not to die. So I grind. I'm also desperate not to fall asleep from grinding too much. Oh, Insurgents. I think I've heard of that one, but I haven't really seen much of it. Is that related to the, It's the one I'm thinking of that starts with an R. Whoops. Didn't mean to hit that. Thunderbolt. Well, hopefully your game has less issues than this one. One of the ones I know is the fact that the bike music loop does not work. You use the bike long enough and the music will just go dead. I'm lucky I somehow got it to start playing the normal music while my bike was out. Okay, how? Oh, 26, good. Okay, so about 11 levels? I'd say 11 levels. What's this one at? Okay. Don't even worry about counting battles. Yeah. I admit to not being a big expert on the fan games. I like them, but I haven't really played many of them, and I try to avoid watching other people play too much of them, because I like experiencing this type of stuff myself. That way I get to utterly show genuine shock when something, shocking happens in the game. I didn't mean... I really... Okay, hold on. I'm moving, I don't know about, but I'm totally moving my moves around because I keep accidentally synthesizing. completely useless right now, but it'll be useful once the next battle starts. But yeah, I think I've heard of insurgents before. Let's see. Yeah. Why not? Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see how many mutants got. Seven. Okay, now when are you using Thunderbolt? Drain. I just love how utterly powerful that move is. First time I used it, I did not expect it to one-shot enemy Pokemon. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, Moran. No, always good for lots of EXP, these guys. Ah, almost to a level up, so definitely 2 battles. I like to count down battles. It'd be easier if the local mon were a bit more consistent with their EXP handout, but it's still useful. Oh, okay, one battle. I got lucky, did just enough. Let me just take a moment to save. And I'm gonna check the options for something real quick. Okay, good, that still works. I like that function of the fan game. Autosave, brilliant. It usually solves the problem of me accidentally turning the thing off and losing lots of progress. Usually. Also helps to keep me from being tempted to try to cheat one of my Pokemon back to life. Players who play dirty Parasong and a trap move like Mean Look or Wolf Hole usually wins. Ha! Yeah, I figured the easy wins as long as you're not playing in Nuzlocke mode like I am. Unless that combo works differently than I think it does. Not exactly a skilled player here. It occurs to me that I didn't forgot to check this to see how many Okay. 1926, okay. That's good. That's about... It's big enough I don't even have to worry about counting it. Because God knows I would not be able to keep accurate track. Second. Giga Drain, and let's just keep going so I can get healed. Need to restore my moves. Okay. I might not be an expert on Pokemon tactics, but I do know Toxic Stall. But yeah, that's a good strategy, I think. Yeah, I've said it before, but I'm not really good at this game. A lot of times I've lost Pokemon because I just wasn't paying attention to what I did, or I clicked the wrong thing, or sometimes it's just because I'm not very skilled. Hence the ungodly amount of grinding. Huh. Well. I'm a big fan of theories too. It's just I've never really been able to get into the big battling thing. It just doesn't appeal to me. I'm more of a casual Pokemon player, and to the point that, quite frankly, the only way I've ever gotten close to doing a complete Nuzlocke is because the game enforces it on me. Eventually, I think I will be able to do that on my own without having the game force me to keeping track of everything for me. But yeah. Plus, honestly, I haven't even played a lot of the actual games. Something I plan on doing on here. I haven't, for instance, played Gen 4, the Gen 4 main games, Gen 5 at all, the Gen 6 main games, and I've pretty much stayed away from Gen 7 on purpose. Mostly because I want to experience a lot of that stuff myself when I play the game. I haven't watched the anime in forever. I was going to start. Well, casual is basically, you just play the game. You don't worry about big strategies, or Toxic Stall, or Parashung Switch. You just pick the most powerful move and spam it until your Pokemon can't anymore. I don't think it's actually called that, but, you know, basically, I'm one of those people who doesn't really participate in the type of stuff Smogan does. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that was a Shiney. I just killed a Shiney. I could have tried to catch that. Damn it, I wasn't paying attention. See what I mean about not paying attention? God damn it. Oh, I feel dumb. Yeah, I had the shiny rules on, so I could have caught that. Damn it. That's the first natural shiny I've ever... Yeah, that's the first natural shiny I've come across in any of the Pokemon games. And I killed it without even paying attention. I feel so stupid right now. Oh my god. I'm actually paying attention to... Not just, you know, spamming through, because, oh my god. I never thought I'd actually see the day something like that would happen. And... shocking. Heh. Good fun. I suppose I might have noticed if it wasn't for the existence of Boschon, which meant that since I wasn't paying attention at all, I just thought, oh, Boschon. I'm laughing at myself now, 'cause, like, I've been playing for years. Literally the only time I've ever come across one of those things in the wild, and I kill it instantly without thought. God damn. That is exactly a summation of who I am. Ugh. Back to heal. Oh good, saved. Today, nearly an hour. In general, I think maybe a year. I think. No, couldn't have been a year. Has it? I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh, at least the defense went up. Anything Mutant need is more defense points. Yeah, no, that's not all that useful. Nah. But, oh, god damn it, I missed clicking. Yes. Swear to God now, every time a Bachon comes up, I'm going to have that tiny little moment like, oh, please be another shiny Murray. Oh, I can't believe I blew that so badly. Yeah, that's the only shiny I'll come across this game. Oh good, loop on the Surge almost sold up. Thunderbolts. A move I don't like. That takedown. Not only is it just annoying to use with your Pokemon, it's really fucking annoying when it's done by a Pokemon you want to catch, and you got it down real low, and then suddenly takedown knocks itself out. I had that happen in this area, which is why I can't catch any of the Pokemon I see here. Except, you know, shinies. Gotta love the shinies and legendaries claws. Ugh. There, let's see. Good, should they only open like 13, 14 battles? Man, having my attack level beat would sure suck if I actually had a single attack move. All my attacks are special attacks, so that's actually kind of useless against me. Giga Drain. Oh, piece of candy to snack on. Twizzlers. Seven levels. I always round the experience up and then make a guess not based on not the average, but what feels like the correct amount for the local area. Yeah. Yeah. But wait, why am I not? Just an ordinary cottony. Also cotton tea. Cinnamon. I always get the 100. Two. But yeah, back to what I was talking about before. Since no one seems to be here at the moment. With the Pokemon jump chain, which is the first jump chain that was ever made, and lacks a lot of details later ones does, you can only really buy one companion, and they're not even called that yet. You're a Pokemon, but you can take any of the ones you catch in there with you. Thing is, you can only have about 8 companions, which means if you take a full team of Pokemon, you're in trouble. I mean, you could technically take more, but you only have 8 with you per jump. But yeah, you go there, spend 10 years in the world of Pokemon, leave and head on to whatever you go next. You can only go there first, and it's got nifty abilities that are somewhat worth, doing things like crippling yourself for. Because, those are temporary. The drawbacks go away, the powers don't. Like, let's see, Aura, like I mentioned, the same superpowers Ash has, and the ability to, most importantly, develop them much further so you can be on par with a Lucario. Yeah. Psychic ability that can be on par with a Gardevoir. And, in the original version, you also gained a, ability called Save State. Very good. It let you save and then load. Like a video game character. Sort of like, Undertale. Except you had multiple slots, and only you really remembered anything. Yeah, that's a broken-ass power all on its fucking own. And it was just offered there in the first goddamn jump. It's not surprising the person eventually came back and patched that out and replaced it with Savant, which is actually still really useful, though it involves some pretty heavily mental alterations. For instance, you become somewhat smarter, but you gain a perfect memory. You gain hand-eye coordination good enough that you could outdo both Annie Oakley and there was the name of another famous Japanese shooter. Not just with shooting guns, but like picking up rocks and throwing them. Gain the ability to fight. Generally just something really frickin' useful into surviving and fighting people. And, or even just living and learning shit. It's a really good booster. Not as good as Save State, which was broken as fuck. There was a Force ability, but I don't know how much yet. And all of these things cost a lot of points unless you choose the important as to come in with a background to get it. And you might ask, background? Now what's that? That's one of the fun things about Jump Chain. You get, generally, there are 4 options you can choose. Drop in, which means you're just it's you come in as you with no personal history, unless, of course, you took a drawback, in which case you get a personal history that doesn't make the most sense, but it's very much your history. But if you do choose to check a background, like, say, in the Pokemon Jump, Small Towner, or Country Life, I forget what it's exactly, bam! Now you have the memories of living an entire life up until you were 11, or 10 or 11, About the age where someone goes off on their Pokemon journey in the old games. Oftentimes, having dealt with the shit you did to yourself, throughout your entire life, and then you just suddenly waken with the memories of being from, the real world. Choosing this means you, have a history, a family, a way to blend in locally and such, a legal identity, and all that. But it also means that, you have family and history and all such. You'll have a tiny bit of an identity crisis, but it also means you get cheaper perks and items that go along with it. Being that it's an early jump, the items that you can, there aren't really a full stable of items that you can get for discounts, unless of course you're choosing the rich kid background. That nets you a lot of things for cheap or free because you're filthy stinking rich. You and your parents are filthy stinking rich. But later jumps strive to not only have lots of perks, really good perks for you to get, but lots of really good items. The best jumps generally have, like, at least 2 really good perks and really good items that make you want to take the drawbacks to get them. But that's not relevant. But yeah, so one of the things they are doing is trying to puzzle out exactly what this person has used to create their history in this world. Because since they're not the blue viewpoint character, and none of them know about it, they can't directly speculate and put it together themselves. They've clearly taken the Savant perk, which, you know, gives them perfect memory, excellent hand-eye coordination, battle skills, and all that. But it doesn't actually make them smarter because they still haven't figured out that it's not that shit like levels and fainting don't really apply in this world. Your Pokemon gets hurt enough, they'll die. So she's basically outright abusing her Pokemon. Because she hasn't figured it out. We know this because there was a chapter from one of the Pokemon's perspective. The one that's been exceedingly loyal and helpful. And she's basically been shitting on all of them, but the least of all that one. Yeah. But yeah, she's got perfect memory, so Savant. She clearly has superhuman capabilities, so Aura, which would explain some of the drawbacks. Because that right there is about 900 worth of perks. See that bit? Okay, worth of points. Then there's a motorcycle, which I'm not sure how much they paid for that. I'm not really sure what else they could have gone. Oh! Wow, I can't believe I didn't see that until now. Thank you, Gig Tech. I mean, admittedly, that would have alerted me, but thank you for the follow. But yeah, as for drawback, that's just the stuff they've shown. As for drawback, they clearly bought a Absol starter, which is the Pokemon they've that we've gotten the viewpoints from. Alright, let's see. Giga Ryan. Thunderbolt works just as well, despite them both being electric types, but whatevs. Always weird how to sync my two Twitch viewers thing. Thank you. You missed it. I ran into my first ever wild shiny earlier on. And because I've got shiny rules, that means I could have caught it. I wasn't even paying attention until after I had one-shot it. I've been playing Pokemon games for years, and that was the first one in the wild I think I've ever come across. I might have come across one back when I played Crystal as a little kid, but I never even completed Crystal because it was either lost or stolen. I don't know. That was like when I was a little kid. So I'm just annoyed about that. Mostly at myself because it only happened because I wasn't paying attention. It was a Mareep, by the way. Not only could I have gotten an extra Pokemon, but it was a shiny! Yeah, I have, but only because either you get given them by events, or because there are rare things in Pokemon that will give you one in the wild. I've never, as far as I know, seen a wild shiny before today. And because I'm not expecting to ever actually run into one, I'm not paying the closest attention. And I just glance at the screen and I'm like, oh no. Wow, this Pokemon's got a lot of health moves. It's on health by half of its max HP. I imagine that this has gotta be better, as long as it's not raining. So I think I'm going to not. Yeah, I'm just gonna end up bringing that shiny thing up again for the next while because that's basically the highlight of this stream of my streaming this game. Found a shiny, insta-killed it because I'm a moron. I can keep bringing it up, I mean, right now, but, yeah. Ooh, level 30, finally. No, it's level 30. Yeah, just take that. Give. I've never even had a shiny starter. But that sounds horrifying to have done. If you did that, I'm so sorry for you. Oh, I feel so bad. Sorry, man. Oh. I wasn't even entirely sure if that was possible. Getting a shiny starter. That sounds like it would have been cool. I don't really know much about Sun and Moon, I'm afraid. Kind of a generation behind. Mostly because when I don't like watching or Let's Plays of games that I'm going to play. Because I like experiencing that stuff firsthand. And two, I don't have a way of streaming 3DS at the moment. I could probably set up the software on my 3DS. My 3DS doesn't even work right, so that just wouldn't be worth doing it with a 3DS at the moment. So yeah, I'm just gotta stay away from some of them. But I know Rowlet, at least. I know the starters, so I imagine it probably would look cool in its alternate color scheme. Especially that evolution. What is Raven at? 543. Send the bits. No, this is, Uranium. It's in the... It's a fan... if you don't... Pokemon Uranium is a fan game set in the Fakemon Tandor region. If you're wondering, the name's, it's called Uranium because, wrong button. Of that nuclear type. There are rare Pokemon that have alternate types than usual, you know, like Unova types, Alola types, but with nuclear radiation. There's also a few that are just naturally nuclear types. The nuclear types are more powerful, but also weaker than normal Pokemon of their type. For instance, nuclear radiation does 4 times damage to anything except Steel type. Yeah. But it also takes 4 times damage from anything. Possibly even more from Steel type. The real glass cannon. Yeah, it's one of the ones with a lot of Fakemon in it. Plus, again, the alt-type, the nuclear-type versions of a lot of pre-existing Pokemon, either from their game or from the regular ones. Like, there's a nuclear Gyarados. That's actually really cool looking. That's fine. Nice talking to you. And again, thank you for the follow. in the bed. No, Ginger done. Thank you, man. That makes me feel good. Yeet. Let's see. Thunderbolt. Actually, I think it's time I go and oh, Miranda. Always love finding these eyes. Oh. Then you're probably not going to see much from me, because I only stream 3 days a week. And only one of them is a weekend. Alright, man. I always stream this day every week. Given rare exceptions, so you'll certainly see me. I'm gonna go to the gym and find a trainer for lots of experience. Also, just to change things up a bit. Bye. Oh yeah. I fought this guy right before I lost that. I saved last time, or I thought I saved. Derp. What do you got? Oh, only 2? Dang, that's a disappointment. I could have used a lot more EXP food. Okay, back we go. Karen. Oh, only... Wait, hold on, what was that? Oh, okay, I misread the first time. 900. So, 9 battles. Well, 832. But always round it. Actually, it's probably add another 100 to that, just to be sure. There we go. 11. Well, now 10 battles. Going down 900. Ah, great. Barely affected them. 1K kill. Down the butt. Down the butt. I just feel good to know someone enjoys watching my stream, watching my stuff. It's not the main reason I do this. I don't do this for, you know, people enjoying my stuff. I do it because I like sharing it in case someone enjoys my stuff. But, you know, it is good to know. Wow, that one's actually managed to survive 2 Thunderbolts. Extra XP. Okay, sure. What's Mirror Shot? Uses a flash energy on his polished body. It may also lower the target's accuracy. Feather Dance, what's that do? Oh. See, if this wasn't the only Pokemon I had that had Flash, I'd totally swap it out for Mirror Shot. But I can't get what I'm saying, and this is my best move. This one might do 5 more power, but also it has 15% less accuracy, so it's a nerf. Partially lowered enemy attack. You know, I'll take the better accuracy, and I'll take Mirror Shot over Feather Dance. $221. Yeah, that's free. Yeah. Once he gets to 45, I'm switching over to Miss Fish and having them take over until they get to level 46. Yeah, that's why I like having. Also, it's because it makes streaming on. Also, because it makes grinding so much more bearable when I have someone to chat with while I go through it. So that automatically improved this stream by 110%. Level 44. Oh yeah. Na, na, na. Oh. Now, what was I thinking? Talking about before. Oh, right, yeah. Gem chain. But yeah, a lot of the actions and things this character does don't make a lot of sense if you don't have any idea of their internal logic, but, right. Oh yeah, the drawbacks. I was talking about what drawbacks you could figure out they had. They also definitely had the wanted drawback, because they were wanted in, free regions for theft, writing conflict, theft, and murder. $900, yes. That's 10. Now this person didn't do it. They don't even have the memory. They might not even have the memories of doing it, since they're almost certainly not since they seem to be a drop-in and not, you know, one of the people who already existed in setting. But the problem is, even if what was I saying? Even if alright, time to head back. But even if they don't have a legal identity, even if they didn't actually commit these crimes, because of the way wanted works, they verifiably have committed those crimes. Their DNA, their pictures, their everything. But because they didn't know they were wanted for something until later, they, didn't know to stay out of sight. And then there's a little odd things that don't add up to the COAO itself, but could conceivably be connected to an actual real-world person. Like the fact they actually seem to possess military training. They might have actually been a member of the military in real life. Time to save. Might have, And the weirdest one is, the early police report about them going into a hospital. One of the ones that tipped up. Oh, god damn it. That item. Good thing I saw that again. I forgot that was even a thing. Ugh, for the day. Right, yeah. To get surgery because there was something clearly wrong with their arm for a while there. And buried in their arm, surgically implanted, in what is professional way, is this bag of something. They have no idea what it is, so she immediately took it out of the doctor's hands and as soon as she could, she ran for it. And I'm like, what the fuck was that? How the hell would... That's not something you could get from this chain. What the fuck? Which leaves the possibility that she might have very well have been someone with, well, with an implant that was akin to a, drug smuggling. The fuck did she have it? What the fuck was in there? New idea. Story may reveal eventually, but yeah. Like that, it's only 8 chapters long. And covered a surprisingly small amount of 10 years. On the somewhat more humorous end of the story, because it's a combination of show and game canon, along with the manga, it's just something not done to refuse a Pokemon battle. If someone's challenged you to a Pokemon battle, you have to go along with it. Even if it'd be really stupid to do so. Yeah, like how a Pokemon trainer will catch you, walk across the field of vision and say, "Look, you're getting battled whether you want to or not." Being not from the world, of course, she is perfectly free to go, no. Of course, everyone's like, what the fuck? You can't do that. Even the criminal organization she's trying to join, Team Galactic, yes, that Team Galactic, I have no idea. She claims it's because it's the only way for her to get home, taking advantage of them breaking down the walls of reality to get back. But, well, anyone who does the chain and knows that the entity that did it to them, which they do, they've admitted that some godlike being abducted them, gave them a choice, and told them it was for their own entertainment because they were bored. So she clearly knows what jump chain is and everything. Why, why would she think that she needs to break down? Because, see, you're only stuck there for 10 years. Then you get the option of going back. Sure, some people have house ruled it so you can't and such, but no, you can totally go back whenever you want. It's just, why would you? There's so many places you can go for power. Not just personal, but like personally, I wouldn't stop until at least I had the ability to heal people. But also, you know, immortality, which really isn't that hard to get. You can go to the right combo of jumps. Hell, here's a quick combo that works great for immortality. Go to, now I'm talking about the expanded jump training. The, Dungeon Keeper Ami jump. Which is, by the way, a fanfic. Not only can you go to regular jumps, but you can go regular settings from fiction, but you can also go to fan settings and the much loved generic settings, which are generic hodgepodges of genres, from isekai to parenthood to, you get the point. I never did properly explain it. Yeah, the jump chains are all based on fictional settings. With ew. Oh, I guess I'll put that on. Let's see. Yo, I haven't actually checked. For high level scout. Okay, that'll be a bit of grinding. Right. But yeah, there's generally only one per setting, though there are exceptions. For instance, if there are multiple eras, and eventually people who didn't like older jumps from the early days when things were still being figured out. Yeah, for a good while there, people just followed a certain pattern, but then did some things like, oh, I don't think having what do I think? What was it? I'm trying to think of a good example they used for this. Well, the Fallout jump. The person loves Fallout and loves the theme, but thinks it's against theme to allow you to have any of your abilities on high. You can't be a wizard in Fallout. And that's not frustrating enough. If you're, say, someone who's spec'd their entire build around, say, uplifting societies and tech such, the Fallout setting is the perfect place to go. And you're barred from doing that because it doesn't fit the frickin' theme. Yeah, I'm not happy about that one. But, right, yeah, we go on to Yay Baranda. $400. Right. Eventually, they'll expanded to do really long jumps. I've seen jump documents that are over 100 pages long, and that's before people started adding pictures. And we're just basically image files, text files. 100 pages long. 80 pages long is closer to the really long ones I've found. The only thing I found one that was 100, but Jesus Christ. That's because not only were there a lot of options, there was a lot of info about the options. Some of them and then there are the scenarios, which were something that eventually popped up and led to a lot of fun. Scenarios are bonus options you can take in a jump in order to get extra rewards. Sometimes they'll lengthen a jump, sometimes they'll shorten a jump. Sometimes they're silly, sometimes they're, hardcore and shit. But and those can add a lot. The Final Fantasy X jump is really long because this person's got a scenario for starting early, a scenario for which lets you start off and Dream Xander. No, wait, now I'm misremembering. It lets you start off in Xanarkand at the beginning of the game, before the beginning of the game, and help raise Titus, who got recently orphaned. Like, that's something you can do. You can also just wait around and for Orin to show up. You don't have to raise him, just hang out in Xanarkand, but you're kind of going to be stuck there, and you want him to help you get out, and he's the only way you have of reliably getting out to the rest of Spira due to the whole time travel plot. So yeah, but you can start off early, send your powers, and basically take care of and shape Titus. Then you've got scenarios that continue on into this, that not only continue on into the sequel, but continue on to the bonus content from the HD re-release for the sequel. There was a ass load of shit in that jump. Or the Exalted Infernal jump. I'm not even done reading that. That's how big that shit is. Which makes sense. Exalted's a very lore-packed setting. You're going to need to do a lot, and given how high-powered the setting is, you're going to need to offer a lot. But, right, yeah, back to the cheap way for an easy way for immortality. You have Dungeon Keeper Amy, which again is a fanfic I'm not a very big fan of. That's a crossover between Dungeon Keeper and Sailor Moon. I'm not a big fan of it because, well, to be frank, I'm not really a fan of Sailor Moon at all. So, I actually forgotten for most of the story that, hey, the main character of this story is one of the Sailor Scouts. And the Sailor Scouts are kids. There's a lot of creepy fetish shit involving a kid in this story. Yeah, that's when I quit reading it. Though, to be fair, the anime doesn't help with the stupidly short skirts. But man, it takes it to the next level with that. So yeah, not fond of the story, not fond of it at all. But it's still worth going, just because of one perk. One perk. The entire setting is... And to be frank, for all the creepy shit, honestly, if you go in, you can pretty easily short-circuit all that crap to be less creepy. But right, so you go to the thing and you pick up a perk. What perk? I don't remember its name, but what it does is allow you to substitute any ritual or spell or anything that requires the sacrifice of a human being. either they're a soul or a living human being, whatever. You know, the standard dark, horrible shit that you find in stories and shit for dark magic and all that. And what it does is allow you to bypass that by instead collecting excess life force. Not even the shit that harms people. Just excess life force. And trading it for amassing enough to trade it in for the equivalent of a single soul. You'll need more, and it'll take longer to collect enough to outweigh multiple souls, but that's very useful in any setting you go to, because there's a lot of settings with dark magic and shit that's really powerful, but requires the cost of human souls. And if you're anyway moral, you're not gonna fucking do that. Even in the jump chain, because this isn't you playing a character. This is you trying to write out what you would do. And unless you went off the deep end at some point, your chain self went off the deep end, yeesh, no. With some rare exceptions, of course. Before I found that perk, I did do some stuff with human sacrifice souls in the jump chain, but that was solely because against beings like, say, the Joker. Because those beings that exist in settings where if their soul remains, they can come back from the dead. So instead, you rip their soul out and, say, turn it into a Philosopher's Stone for Full Metal Alchemist. Which is the other setting that's a good way to get cheap immortality. What do? You get you studied how to create a Philosopher's Stone. Then, you substitute your life energy for the human souls required to create a Philosopher's Stone. The most OP thing in setting. It might take a long time. Since that's the key to immortality for the homunculi, you've got a cheap way of not only making it, but powering it that they don't have. Congratulations, you just got immortality. A pretty potent one, especially since it shouldn't be all that hard, given what Father can later do, to use magic and stuff to jury rig a setup that lets you passively collect the energy directly into your stone. It's serious bullshit. That synergy just right there. Not to mention, the FMA jump allows you to choose to become a homunculus, which means you could just cheat the steps and gain that power anyways. Instead of having to find out the stone's power in setting. Man, I don't know, man. Almost level up. About 6 more. It'll be time for swap over. But yeah, there are a lot of jumps. Kim Possible jumps. Star Wars jump for, I believe, every one before the new timeline. I think there might be one for that. A Mega Man jump for every game that except Legends and Star Force. Four. Star Force. Three. One for each of the BioShock games, for both of the System Shock games. Oh yeah, like I talked about earlier. Yeah, one of the things that changes, a lot of people got dissatisfied with the early jumps and how they were made. And so they want new jumps that would let them go to their favorite settings without having to deal with the bull crap. Maybe only one? One or two? One, okay. Oh, that's a good up. Ah, shit, I didn't use the amulet coin in the battle, so I didn't get as much money, damn. Fuck, I forgot about that. For the most part, they did this by loopholing. For instance, the Fallout jump had that stupid-ass restriction on it. It's not too terrible as long as you go to it early on, because it doesn't really limit you, because most part it just limits you to somewhat better than what is humanly possible in the setting. Right, what does Dragon Dance do? Well, I can find out later. Now I'll be going until 46 with him. Okay, let's see. Okay. Fallout free jump, and the Fallout 4 jump, which, to be fair, is less a loophole and more the fact that the Fallout jump, oh wait, not Fallout free jump, Fallout, New Vegas jump. Some of them did weird things like the Elder Scrolls jump got split into the Oblivion and the Morrow Oblivion and the Skyrim jump, but I think there might be a third one now. A big problem with a lot of jumps, though, is they're made before shit that they're for is even completed. Some of them are just weird, like the Pepsi Man jump, or recently the, someone's working on a vampire, the Vampire series by Daria Cohen. You might have seen it on YouTube, very good music video series. Yeah, someone's making that into a jump. And yet there's no reboot jump. Just your prime. But yeah, there are all various ways jumps are done. Some people create their own fan shit. Own house rules. One guy created something called the Universal Drawback Supplement, which is pretty cool to me. The attack never misses. Yeah, it's not even better than my air move. And then there are the rare people who go about remaking jumps in their entirety because, well, as I know it, some of them needed updated because the show they were made for was only on season 2. Even when it got updated for season 3, now it's 3 seasons later and it kinda needed another update. Especially since the first 2 seasons basically revealed nothing about the fucking setting, the world, or how anything fucking worked. But sometimes the new jumps are just weird. But back to what I mentioned, the Universal Drawback Supplement, as it's called. much like the body mod supplement, is this rather cool thing that lets the user pick a bunch of drawbacks, either to use in a single jump, or usually for cheaper, or throughout their entire, there we go. Or throughout their entire chain. These can have interesting effects. Like, say, long run. Your jumps last 10 years, now they last until you die of old age or until you reach 100, which, yeah, immortality, so not that actually hard to hit. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, a lot of weird jumps. But yeah, I like the universal drawback supplement a lot because it does things like long haul, which, 100 years, shrinks down your warehouse, which I should get into, to the size of a backpack outside, and a 9 by a milk crate inside. Honestly, there are a bunch of really cool ones and a bunch of silly ones, like one that means you have to be a weed dealer throughout the multiverse. Hi, this is Richie. Remember last week battle? Let's rematch it. Yeah, hello, person on route. What? What is it? Yeah. Oh, hey, here's basically no way for me to get back. Yeah. I figured. But yeah, honestly, it's something I enjoy occasionally poking at, this giant mass of weird shit. But yeah, that's just one method. Another method is just straight up go to, say, Mega Man and get yourself a robot body. Bam. Immortality. Here you might break down, and, well, that's fine. You pick yourself a perk that, one of the perks that lets you know how to build robots. Bam. In front of a warehouse, which is basically the thing that you can go into whenever you're jumping, and it lets you store crap. Not only does it let you just store crap you pick up in the jump itself, but it's also where you store all the crap that you pick up outside the jump. Otherwise, it would all just spill on the ground around you. And since a lot of that shit's rather dangerous, yeah. Shouldn't be surprised that Marvel and DC have a whole bunch of jumps for them. I mean, like, there's the Spider-Man trilogy jump, the two MCU jumps, just because of how big and long that is. The second one takes off halfway, it lets you continue the first for 5 years longer, and give you even more power halfway in. But that's because the MCU is so fucking massive. Alright, I've basically spent a lot about that now. A lot of crap about that now, but... Yeah. Hold on, let me just fix my clothes a bit. There we go. Also, I need to stand up for a moment. Oh, oops. That could have gone much worse. Na 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 na. I'm just gonna have to do this again the next harsh level jump. I'm starting to feel like I'm definitely going to. The good news is this means that that by the time we get to Victory Road in the in-game, it shouldn't be too much higher. I mean, too much below the highest level, which can also be considered a bad thing because of how strong the enemy trainers will be. But Hydropum's good and all, but it's got too much missing. You ever see the Awkward Zombie webcomic? I need to actually check that again soon. It's this rather humorous webcomic where, well, about just about anything. It makes a lot of video game jokes, but also some RL jokes. For instance, there's this old Awkward Zombie webcomic about, the battle against Lysander, and how the trainer, based physically off the person who draws the comic, sends out all their Pokemon to fight Lysander at once, because, you know, Lysander's trying to do really horrible shit. He's like, you can't do that! And the trainer's like, yeah, watch me. Turns to see the cops showing up. Now you're in trouble. Next shot is them being cuffed and put in a cop car. With, Lysander wearing the stereotypical, victim outfit, you know, with the, shit. What is it? What is the towel and the mug? She's sounding, looking absolutely traumatized by that monster. The joke being that you can't, that even in the world of similar situations, you can't just bring your whole team out to beat the shit out of the bad guys because reasons. I'm writing an earlier thing, you know, like, why is that? It would make, that's exactly the type of person you'd break those type of rules, but no. For some reason, you can't. I mean, I know game mechanics wise, but it's making fun of the game mechanics. A Stardew Valley joke involves one of the townspeople making them a homemade breakfast. The person going, and the PC going, thanks. And then he turns to the thing that you sell shit through. Take the plate and overturn it while staring at them. The joke being that in game, when they're given food by the NPCs, they just sell it because they're not going to waste the valuable money on food in game. There are a lot of jokes like that. You can actually see some of her comics on TV Tropes at the page for some tropes. In fact, let me check. Yeah, I'm going to go look at one up just to give you an example, another example. Also, it's been a while since I checked. Yeah, they do a lot of video game stuff. Okay, yeah, here's a joke for Smash Bros. Because they're a Smash Bros. Fan. A link to the cast. Because the Smash Ultimate uses Breath of the Wild Link, who doesn't wear the green hat. Mega Man asks, well, Link, I didn't think I've ever seen you without your hat, huh? What hat? This hat? No, it's a helmet of some kind. You mean this hat? Some kind of wig-style helmet from Breath of the Wild. What about this hat? The one that looks like the eye monsters? This hat, and then the Majora's Mask thing you get for the DLC. No! And then meanwhile, Kid Link's over there like, why do you have that? Because he was the one who actually went through Majora's Mask, so he'd be kind of freaked out about somebody wearing it around. Honestly, there's a lot of jokes this guy made using the Smash Bros. Over the years. That they basically built up their own little story universe about it. Like how how Marth is this stuck-up ponce. Roy's this lovable idiot. And that because it'd basically been forever since he'd been in the game, right up until he was announced as being back in it, he was always desperately wanting to come back. Desperately. Anytime a new character that used the sword came out, and after a while, anytime a new character at all came out, they make a joke about how Roy's real excited to be back, and then bam. And then he's finally back, finally happy, and his best buddy Marth, he didn't like him in the first place. Like, who are you again? And then there's the whole Ridley and a joke based on back when they were still trying to get Ridley in Smash. Before Smash Ultimate came out. Where the big reason that they couldn't get Ridley in Smash is because Samus wouldn't improve him. And Samus wouldn't improve him because he killed her parents. And Ridley's like, what? Man, that was a long time ago. Why do you have to keep bringing that up? Awkward Zombie's hilarious, man. Yeah, they make a lot of odd observations about the games they play, but sometimes they just do weird shit. It's funny. Like the comic about where you take your Pokemon into the Pokemon Center to get healed, and it shows the back of the Pokemon Center where the Pokemon fall through the floor and into an incinerator, and a new Pokemon pop out. It's like, your Pokemon are all healed. Like, there's some nightmare fuel. Turns out every time you take them to the Pokemon Center, they're not magically healed from every wound. They're instantly killed. God damn. That's why I need lots of Lum. So I can stop having to rush back to the fucking Pokemon Center every goddamn time I need to heal. Okay, that's not far, and only 2 more levels left, thank God. If I'm not done by this session, I will be next time. And how fucking amazing is that? Yeah, I'm just counting something here. Hold on. Hmm. Alright, hold on, let me check. I want to check how much. Holy shit, how much of a fucking EXP guzzler are you, Gyarados? Jesus Christ. So I realize I probably might not actually be completely grinded up this session. But damn it if I don't try. So far, I want to just get him on to 30, then I'm going to swap Mutant back and grind him up until he's 40. Yeah, I don't feel like getting paralyzed. Ah. Beat. Gotta grind up, grind up, grind up, grind up, grind up. Ugh. Ugh. I'm just glad nothing has gone wrong with the stream. I'm at 0% drops frames even, so yay. Yay! 16. It's probably overshooting a little, but eh. 15. 15. 14. Still 14. Yeah, I'm not even gonna count it that high. I'm just gonna keep going. And of course, knowing my luck, I might have even seen a shiny and just not, been paying attention. God damn it. I need to actually pay attention, but it's so rare, it's just not worth it to normally pay attention. Not while I'm grinding up my big boys, anyways. And now, thanks to Species, that's Anomalous was grinding up my blue boys, too. Oh, big girls, but eh. Mama. Oh, I misread that. I thought there was 0. No, sorry, I almost sneezed. Yeah, let's go back to what I was talking about before, the jump chain. The biggest flaw I find with the Pokemon jump chain is the fact that it was made before Gen 6, let alone Gen 7. So, Alolan forms, Mega Pokemon, all that shiz it's not something you can easily get a hold of, and unlike others, it's not irreplaceable. Your Mega Stone gets destroyed, it's gone for good, I'm afraid. And that's even if you interpret the setting as allowing you to get Mega stuff. After all, Gen 6 and such are set in a different timeline. Alright, when attacking, I'm checking the XP again. Ooh! Only 600. I mean, it's 6 battles, not 600. Derp. Correction, 4 battles. Brand always gives 200 plus EXP. This one's a good one too. I think it's probably lowered it down to 2 just from this. Might only give 100 plus, but I've actually been figuring for less than 100 per battle. Ah, sorry. Maybe what, 1, maybe 2. 1, maybe 2. I could check, but I prefer just to find out. Yes! Oh, fence that up. Defog? What's that do? When it blows away the closed obstacles such as light screen. It also lowers their evasion. Lowering their accuracy and evasion? Ooh, that's really good. But I don't even have. I only have 2 attacking moves, and I can't get rid of Sing because that's still crucial in case I need to catch him on. Yes. Save for a bit, and then we are ready to go. Gotta visit the battle place. The gym. Wait, do I want to heal up before? Yeah, I do actually. I want to, fight a battle as the first bit of grindy bits for, Gutsla. Oops. Got too eager. There we go. Check out, I can play Legend Guild on my theme on my car. Sick, huh? Are you gonna play it while we fight? Goddamn no. That sucks because I really like that theme. Still, I'll be hearing it again soon enough once I get done with this. Bye. Did. Also extra money. My drink needs more pop in it. SV51, right. More like... Shit, I was trying to do it's not a witty comment and I failed early. / game over. No. Do. Okay. Bitch, you just... As soon as we're back grinding, I'm looking up the Hyrule theme, the Ocarina of Time overworld theme. Because you fucking got me excited. I should leave the rest of these for when I'm grinding a mutant. But yeah, you look at how much goddamn XP I got out of those fucks. Instantly up that high. You know what? No. One more. Why? Because I kind of need Okay, that's what button I push. I forgot what button I pushed to turn off speed. Low. I'm a girl gamer. Yeah, I'm a girl and I play video games too. Alright, who's this douche? Who's this? Okay, not this douchebag, this bitch. That's the dumbest shit I've seen. What the hell is going on here? This fish thanks you for the lunch. Aye. What do you mean there's nothing special about a girl who plays video games? That's so fucking dumb. I don't even really find it funny. I'm just like, it's that awkward chuckle. Yeah, like, oh god. Dumb joke. I really want him to level this or her to level up so I can get stronger. That's took me by surprise. I didn't even bother checking. Seriously, if Miss Fish levels up again, it takes 4 attacks to kill him. Unless I use Dragon Dance, which I need to start doing. That's bad, not because it really puts Miss Fish in danger, because it doesn't, but because it massively slows down grinding by making me have to go back to the goddamn... You might worry, oh no, what about... Okay. But because it's set so that it can't just kill them on, just knock them or not knock them unconscious, but just get on the edge of killing them, and because he's got so much health, this isn't really all that bad. Right. I said I was gonna do it. Hyrule seems na 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 na. There we go. Yeah, I muted the wrong thing. Na 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 na. Oh, you stupid little asshole. No, no, no. Thank God. Don't use poisons. What happened? No, the music I was listening to cut out for some reason. It was playing, but it just wasn't... Whoops. God damn it. Hydro Pump. Oh, you and your ridiculous, pathetic Mega Drain. Okay, the video I chose clearly is rather poor. Here we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go! God, that's nostalgic. I should remind everyone I'm playing that game eventually, but only once I've, like I said, worked through my, I only start out on, N64 games once I clear out my backlog of, the NES games I've wanted to play. Bum, bum, na, 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 na. God damn it. Nah. Six. That is too cool. You asshole! Stop poisoning me! God damn it! Fucking poison! Again, if I had a fucking lumberry to spare, I would. Whoops, clicked wrong. Rightio, see that seemed to just be the overall theme in its entirety. I'm sorry about all the shaking. It's just very hard to move this seat while I'm in it. I was trying to get it over. Fuck it. Die. Oh, thank God. I didn't want to run back again. I'm gonna check my mom. 4. All because that cunt waffle fucked me over. His goddamn poison spore. Yay, Brand! Also, yeah, that guy's so high level that I'm honestly... that a small part of me wants to scream, no! No, don't stop at 30, grind them all up to 32! Or 31. Oh, that's right, I was going to. Oh, that pummel. Everything seems to be... Yep, mic's still on. Oh, I miscounted. I thought it was only, 1 left, not... 2 left, not 1. Oh, look at that stat up. Now I'm doing even more damage with my attack. Which was the main reason I want it, because now I should be able to kill, what's his name? The black sheep. Clicked the wrong button. Whoops. And free hits. Free hits instead of 4. I'm gonna just summarize. Okay, leveling up in 1. Level 25. Yes. What do you know? Bubble Beam is just a better version of Bubble. Yes. What does refresh do? Shit, yeah. Oh, thank God, I had a terrifying moment where I thought I'd went over ancient power. Sorry. Fuck you and your goddamn poison spam. Fucking asshole. See, that's the biggest fucking detriment right now. That fucking asshole and his goddamn fucking poison. And if it wasn't for the fact that I'm kinda out of people to rematch, I'd be using my money to buy antidotes like crazy. Ah, now the debut. One, two, three. Which fish? Gobble it up. And yes, always could use more of you. Seven. I was feeling really good, but I'm going to have to go around and get everyone up one more level. I'm gonna do it in reverse order just because once I've slapped this XP share on Mutant, it'll be the last time it'll come off for a while. Oh, I got a butter counting. Ugh. Yeah, we hit my attempt to hit that point again. Trying to think of something to talk about. It's just the future. Na na na. Towards one. Towards digi evolution. I'm sorry, I'm remembering that song. Yep. Frontier is treated like the worst season of Digimon, and I can sort of see where people come from, but I love it. And I'm sorry, it's got the best theme out of all of them. As we look towards the past, towards the future. You know what? I'm gonna mute the game volume for a little bit because I don't want, you know, to have to edit out shit. I'm looking it up so I can sing it. Besides, I always liked it because it went along with the little joking theme I have for the different Digimon seasons, starting from Tamers onwards. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. I realized I probably needed to mute the Pokemon. Towards the past, as we head towards the future, we aim the digital world. Than ourselves, than each other, we have by the lessons we've learned. Our course one solution, there in evolution. Game on. Forever daylighted as one. Daylighted above all. Digimon. The spirit evolves. The one level for us all. One world, there's a world for us all. Yeah, that's one of the few songs I have mostly memorized. There's a few bits near the end that always get me a little confused, lyric-wise, but yeah. I'm gonna sing it again. Sorry, it's like awesome. There was the past, and or the future. They aim the digital world. That's not so bad. I can get, since I've mostly run out of bytes anyways, might go, well, go heal the lessons we learned. They are towards one solution. We're in evolution. Name on. Forever that's why did as one. Why did I run? Your spirit evolves. There's a world and the world for us all. We're all for one world. There's a world for us all. I don't feel bad for giving in to my instinct to do that. And quite frankly, that's going to be happening from now on. The only difference is I'm going to try to have some earbuds so that when I stop listening to this, you guys don't have to just put up with my singing. Now, I say I memorized. I only really remember the song while it's playing, but hey, at least I was going along with lyrics instead of copying what the lyrics said. It's just the rhythm of it that was giving me trouble. Doing little things like that has massively made this shit easier. Oh my god. Oh, I was about to check that, but alright. $58. Only 17. Glorious. What the fuck? I was holding the opposite direction and was still walking me to the wall. Die, Bashan, die. I'm gonna keep going even with paralyzed for a while. Reading a thing to keep me awakened, if not interacting with you guys, since no one's there. I'm gonna read the back of this video game box. Spider-Man one, because I haven't read it forever and yell at. I'm literally reaching at this point for anything to distract me while I'm doing this. Okay, so I was like, wait, am I out of... No, I'm just missing. I'm not missing, but not moving. Bitten by a genetically engineered spider. I was gonna say radioactive because, you know, Spider-Man. High school student Peter Parker is suddenly empowered with supernatural abilities, including spider senses, web slinging, and wall crawling. Assume the role of Parker as he adapts to his powers and becomes Spider-Man. But beware, the city's villains won't be pleased to see a new hero on the scene. It's got a little... The box has got a wrinkle here underneath it, and I don't know how to fix that, and it kind of messes with the... Hold on, I'm gonna fix that. I don't know where the hell that came from, because, like, I haven't messed it in years, and it's just got this crinkle there. Oh, for the love of God, why are you clicking? Why wasn't it down working? I thought it was broken. I thought something had gone wrong, but no, I just wasn't going down. The fuck? Yes, feed my hunger freaks. Okay, what? Okay, I'm troubleshooting shit. No, everything appears to be fine. Next time I leave a battle and it locks me up like that. Alright, that was weird. I have no idea what the fuck was going on there, but it doesn't appear to have happened again, so I'm... Okay. Speed down and paralyze down. Alright, paralyzed. You see, at least with paralyzed, I can keep fighting for a while. Also, GameStop putting me on the Pokédex. Nine. Good. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Nine. Hey, God damn it. Come on, 7. Die! You son of a bitch, die! What am I at now? 2. Yes, I lost. I thought such a bad way to lose track on. Yeah, I was gonna say, unless I got really unlucky, there's no way I could, there's almost no way I can, take more than 2 battles to get to the next level. And I was right. And I'm sorry that I've literally done nothing but grind in this area. I'd have at least gone somewhere else, but there's nowhere else to go right now. At least if I get that to 30, I can swap it out with. Oh, that's good. That's very helpful, man. You keep doing what you do, Baran, and keep showing up. Can I have a Baran single, please? I'd love lots of experience. That was a weird looking exit train. Alright, let's check. I'll lay free levels up for Gutsla before Mrs. Fish evolves. When that evolves, but gets to 36, I can swap her out. Ugh. Man, does anybody remember Beetleborgs? Yeah, one of the old Power Ranger knockoff shows. Sort of like Reboot is nowadays, yeah, except actually some level of quality. Oh god, that's another show I'd like to rant on, but, no, Beetleborgs. Was the show that used these Beetle-themed armors for the main characters. More machine-y than the Power Rangers. Very different style of Ranger outfit. I liked it. But, basically some kids go to the Creepy Town mansion, get chased around by the mummy, werewolf, and vampire, and Frankenstein that lived there. Yes, really. And and while they're about to be doomed, they accidentally bump into the piano. In the place, hitting a couple of keys and releasing the genie that was trapped within. Flabber, an Elvis impersonator. He is hilarious, and probably the best part of that show even nowadays. He gets the other creatures off their back and thanks them by freeing them by promising to give them one wish. They wish to become their favorite comic book superheroes, which are, in the universe itself, the Beetleborgs. But it turns out Flabber made a wee mistake. See, what he did is he used the comics to give them the powers, pulling them out of the comics themselves. But he kind of left the door open when he did that. See, he was only going to do it temporarily, you know. Give them the powers for a day and then put them back. But, you see, when he did that, I said he left the door open and other things came out. Thus, the villain and their idiot minion crew escaped. Now, because of they escaped, they now have the ability to pull other things out of the comic book themselves. And not just out of the comic book, as later revealed. But, yeah. So now they have to use their powers to combat these villains who are pulling other villains out and wreaking havoc. Along the way, the kids are also given superpowers as well, I forgot to mention. To go along with it. One had super speed, the other had super strength, and I think the other had telekinesis. They never used them when they were in their Beetleborg form because, you know, it was an old Power Ranger show. It was just a cheap thing. Should mention that this one was actually made by the same people who made Power Rangers, so yeah. But, yeah. It was rather, honestly, it's rather cheap looking. It's not that great, but it's enjoyable because of the cornball factors, at least with quite a few episodes. Not all of them. A lot of them are just nostalgia factor, but it's a nice, goofy show. With the closest being serious being during the two major arcs. The fourth Beetleborg arc, the Shadow Beetleborg arc, which introduced their own version of the villain Ranger. This time, a Beetleborg created by stealing a piece of one of the main character's armor and using it to create their own monster rather than ripping one out of the comics to beat their behinds in. It's actually rather powerful, and they have to recruit the guy who created the comic the characters are from to draw a new force Beetleborg just for them to be able to handle the... I'm gonna switch over temporarily because I don't want to go back and heal just goddamn yet. But to handle this guy because he's that powerful. Oh, I forgot to mention, they have their own Exhort equivalents, which are giant beetle vehicles. They don't transform into a giant robot, though, unfortunately, like Power Rangers did. Though I do really like how they pulled upon their morphers. You never really knew where they were, the Power Rangers keeping their power forms, but at least you had a good idea what was happening with the Beetleborgs, because they just hold out their palms as Beetle Power. And it would literally materialize out of lightning that arcs down their arm. And then they'd say, Beetle Blast, while clicking the thing, and bam. But yeah. Basically, every time they beat a villain, it'd get sent back to comics, and it would be tough for them to pull out again. And yeah, the villains go through that cycle back and forth. They made it up until the Force Rangers shenanigans happen, because there's only 3 of them. The Shadow Beetleborg and the White Beetleborg are defeated and sealed away. Oh. What's Lucky Champ? Meh. See, now I need to actually switch them. They go from a big battle. The Beetleborgs win. The Force member of their group has to surrender his powers to beat him. But he says, you can always call on me again when you need help, after all. He's never heard of again. And it goes back to its less dark formula, weekly formula, up until the either the finale the finale or beginning of the next season. I can't remember if it's either or both. And that's when they introduce a new villain. I'm not sure what his name is because it's been so long, but basically, after running out of villains in the comics to reincarnate, which are made even worse because the guy who does this knows that the creatures he's creating can be summoned up and made real to cause terror and panic. But he can't just defang his monsters because then he'd go broke. No one would buy his comic books. But yeah, even then, he's still obviously not making enough Moo monsters to please the bad guys, so they break into the studio to try to find something they could use to beat the Beetleborgs. And they do. A little drawing tucked away in a drawer that he didn't make. His brother did, who's in prison. The idea being his brother and that his drawing are super malevolent and evil. It's just being a Power Rangers show. An early Power Rangers-like show, anyways. Not Power Rangers show in itself. No, it's not. It's not dark or evil, and yeah, it is, however, a more serious and capable threat than the actual villains that the characters have been dealing with currently. When he gets summoned out of the drawing, he reveals he has a plan to beat the Beetleborgs. To unleash an army of every monster they had ever beaten before. Not just summon up 1 or 2, but all of them. Now, they'd actually done that before, which was how I got introduced to the line, been there, done that, got our butts kicked. That was that's still hilarious to me, that bit of line. With where the minions go, been there, done that, got our butts kicked. But he had a way of altering the plan, so they went along with it. See, when the monsters were defeated, they ended up, instead of returning to the comic books, merging into a singular giant monster. Not giant monster, because they don't really do giant monsters in a show very often, but a bigger, fused creature. And this thing was pretty impervious to everything they could do to it. They eventually figured out how to beat it. But, and I should mention beforehand, this guy had done what none of the other monsters had ever thought to do, and destroyed the comic, the drawing he originally came from, ensuring he couldn't be sent back. Now, admittedly, this is going to be easy for the others, because they were comic books, and as such, they were mass-produced, and he was a one-of-a-kind art piece, but, yeah. But they did eventually figure out how to beat it. And then when they did, it exploded and pulled everything that could from the comics back into them. The Beetleborgs managed to retain their powers, but the villains weren't quite so lucky and got pulled into the comic book again. All except for the guy they recruit, the new guy. He was the new head villain. He then proceeds to break into first he proceeds to call out the Beetleborgs, and beat their butts in until they lose their power, until their powers are destroyed. Then he breaks into the prison. Then he turns Flabber, the character, back into a pile of... Well, not back into, just straight up into a pile, into an ice statue. I thought he turned him into a pile of snow or into a pool of water, but no, he turned him into an ice statue. And left. No, he turned into an ice statue, but that was temporary. Flabber got free by melting and tried to cause problems. So he just responded by sticking him right back in the fucking piano he was stuck in before. Forcing the good guy characters to try to not only do without Flabber for a while, in doing so, they managed to use a spell book they found to acquire new powers, the ability to turn into a beetle form and back by saying the words "bug out" and "but again." I think that's what the second part was. It's been forever since I've even watched that multi-part special. Oh god, nope. But hello thing. The Beetlebugs did what they both worked on trying to free Flabber, but also tried to find out what they could about, where the guy was going next. Turns out he was breaking his creator out of prison to build himself an army. Not only by taking all the drawings the dude had made over the years while on his own, but also so he could have him personally draw him his monsters. A serious upgrade from what the idiots who were the idiot villains beforehand. After all, if his creatures were much harder to defeat if he destroyed the original comic, since you couldn't just send them back, you actually had to destroy them, which is how they beat them before. All of this forces the Beetleborgs, once they flee Flabber, to up their game a bit. They can't just get their old powers back from a new comic. they need an upgrade. So they follow suit and have the guy who made their powers originally create a new set of armors for them to enhance them even further with a new set of gear and everything, called the Beetleborgs Metallics. By the way, I shot the show jingle that plays whenever they transform. Big bad Beetleborgs, big bad Beetleborgs, and of course the new one when they get their new transformation, Beetleborgs Metallics. It wasn't the theme song, but it was the jingle that played when they transformed. So they got a new upgrade, aka they switched over to stuff from a new Super Sentai show. Of course, this one didn't have giant robots either. That were more powerful and able to deal with the bad guy's shit. I have no idea how the show ended, because I think I stopped watching it, rewatching it before the end of season 2. But honestly, though, it's a nice show, and I wish there were other people seem to remember as well as I did. I love the show because I really like the armor more than the Power Rangers armor. See, because the Power Rangers stuff was spandex. Their stuff was actual armor looking. In fact, their shit was so awesome that when the Power Rangers Forever Red movie was made, and they needed some costumes, they just raided the Beetleborgs for some. Which is why you'll see some of them playing villains. Honestly, it's a cool costume, so I don't mind. But yeah, the Beetleborgs were a fun show. Way back when that I think could use its own nostalgic revival. More so than Power Rangers did with its which is apparently shitty Power Ranger movie. Like, I've heard it was shitty. I haven't actually watched it yet. I'd criticize the CGI, but honestly, I love the original Power Rangers movie, and that one had shitty-ass CGI, too. That's probably the only time I agree with other people. On a side note, that's probably the only time I agree with other people that something I like is bad CGI. Because you can't even pretend the CGI in that movie is good. It's not. It's really not. The swords don't even resemble what they look like in the show because everything had to be CGI and it's just metallic-y as fuck. Like, even Reboot had better CGI and... modern Reboot... I'd say it's about on par with modern Reboot CGI. But yeah, no, that show could have used a revival. It was great. God damn you and your stupid fucking... Okay, hold on. Let me do something. I'm checking, Oh, good. Almost to 28. 31. It'd be so much faster if I didn't have to keep running back. So I'm just going to use a antidote since I'm here. I like to save these more for emergencies, but I also just don't want to have to deal with the bull crap anymore. It's nearing ending time, guys. Outside that stretch at the end, I think this was one of my better and more enjoyable sessions for me, because I had somebody to hang and chat. I had 2 different people show up and hang and chat for a while, and that's basically what the dream for a streamer. And one of them says he's coming back next week. I love that. That's great for me. Die, you son of a bitch. Feed me your experience and die. God damn it, now I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. Oh, it appears my mic went down. Had been turned down at some point. I paused it to talk. Talking to somebody, but muted it. But it had apparently also gone down. It's weird. Anyways, about 2 more battles till I'm done. Don't be a Connie, because I'm fucking hating fighting those guys, because they keep poisoning my guy! Yeah. I'm gonna take him. If I can get him up to level 30 soon, I'm gonna take a moment to stop and compare levels. Ooh. I should compare stats. Actually, he's almost leveled up too. Excellent. 126, 57, 110. Good thing he's got no physical attacks then. He sucks at that. Defense. Defense is alright on all. It's fairly close with all 3 of them, really. Special attack. Special attack. Special attack is. He's got the best special attack. Special defense and speed is. The Raptor is, of course, king of speed. Probably gonna end up a few minutes early. As long as I get him to level 46 so I can swap over to someone who can one-shot these guys again. And thus has less chance of getting fucking poisoned. Goddamn, stop sending me against Connie's, Mischievous, or Moran, anything but a Connie's. No. God, just Mega Brain, okay. That could have been worse. How many more? Four battles. 4 battles. Maybe 5 if I get unlucky. This merit better give me a lot of experience. free battles, free battles, free battles, free battles, free battles. Two battles, two battles, two battles, two battles, two battles. One battle, one battle, one battle, one battle, one battle. Also, think about Hyper Ring plus Rest plus Sleep Talk would probably be a better combo on a different mon than him. But actually, I was thinking I was planning on using that on Mutant once I got him high enough. Don't care, don't care, don't care. I'm just gonna. Yes, level. Whoa. Those are the stats. There we go. This fish is ready. I'm gonna go heal, and that will be the end of this. And that'll be the end of the stream. I'm ending a little early for multiple reasons. I'm double saving just to make sure it's actually fucking happened. Okay. That was double saved. That's enough. Anyways, ending 7 minutes early. Oops. Sorry. It's not that bad. Anyways, this is HighPriest signing out. I will be seeing you all next time, folks.